turn our attention now to Canada, where Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said that he'd step down as head of the country's Liberal Party after weeks of speculation that his time in leadership was coming to an end. This actually means that he will not lead the Liberals into Canada's next federal election, scheduled for October, but far more likely to take place this spring. The Prime Minister also actually pulled the plug on the current session of Parliament, paving the way for a leadership race. Now, Trudeau and his party were initially popular. He had a 65% approval rating shortly after taking office. That was nearly a decade ago. But they've suffered following a cost of living crisis due to inflation in the wake of the COVID pandemic, as well as criticism about the government's immigration and environmental policies, as we have been extensively covering as well. But the end of Trudeau's tenure as party leader and as Prime Minister was all but sealed last month after his one-time Deputy Chrystia Freeland announced her departure from her post as Finance Minister. In fact, her scathing resignation letter included criticisms about Trudeau's ability to navigate the incoming Trump administration, their proposed tariffs on Canadian goods. But this announcement prompts serious questions about what comes next for a post-Trudeau Liberal Party and also for Canada. Listen to what Trudeau had to say, followed by Pierre Poilievre's reaction.
Over the holidays, I've also had a chance to reflect and have had long talks with my family about our future. Throughout the course of my career, any success I have personally achieved has been because of their support and with their encouragement. So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
We won't have an election before very late winter, early spring. Then there's the possibility that the Trudeau resigns and then goes to the Governor General and says we need to shut down Parliament, while the Liberal Party then chooses a new replacement. A Trudeau 2.0. Mm-hmm. And so there would be a leadership race. God knows how long that would drag on for during...
You think approximately in March, no earlier than March as far as you can foresee.
Yeah, probably. And during which time we'd continue to flounder and twist in the wind.
My colleague Maha Siddiqui has been tracking all the finer details for us. She joins us live from Vancouver at the moment. Maha, take us through the reactions in Canada. Is this being seen as a strategic exit by Trudeau to preserve his image, or a recognition that his time has passed? Many say it's not a surprise.
Well, certainly the second reason is more plausible, considering there was a lot of pressure on Justin Trudeau for the last over 6 months with internal dissent and members of his own party who were members of parliament asking him to step down, voicing a concern that they would not be able to fight elections well under his leadership, and that there would be a complete rout for the Liberals in the federal election this year if he were to lead the party. And therefore, the internal dissent, as well as the fact that the NDP, Jagmeet Singh's party, had said that they would bring in a non-confidence motion once Parliament reopens, which was supposed to on the 27th of January. Now, of course, it has been prorogued till the 24th of March. And that non-confidence motion would have been absolutely impossible for Justin Trudeau to actually be able to overcome. That's because the other party, Bloc Québécois, had also said that they would support the non-confidence motion, which meant that Trudeau's government would have fallen. And therefore, this does seem like, in some sense, a face saver for him, an exit before it was really too late for the entire Liberal Party, and therefore a change of leadership now in the offing for the Liberal Party. However, Jagmeet Singh of the NDP has said that even with the change of leadership, they are unlikely to support this government any further. So come 24th of March, we'll have to see whether the new party leader chosen by the Liberals over the next couple of weeks, how will that pan out? Now, the Liberal Party constitution, Parmeshwar, allows 90 days time to choose a leader, but there is some urgency here, considering that this is also the election year, and the Liberal Party needs to now come back from really behind and try to at least not face a rout that they were looking at in face of the rising inflation, the housing crisis in Canada.
As always, Maha, thanks so much for joining us with the lowdown.